Mr. Vin Di Bona, as we said, the creator of America's Funniest Home Videos, a legendary television producer. He's done so much in his long career. And Vin, welcome to the show.
Nancy, that was a really nice introduction.
Well, I do have to throw in a little tidbit here. I worked with Vin on a show and about 10 years ago, 12 years ago, and with Richard Simmons. And, you know, I had heard stories of what a gentleman you were, Vin. And, you know, you hear that and you don't know whether to believe it because most times people that they say are a gentleman aren't. But you truly are, Vin. And
well, thank you. And I heard great stuff about you. And certainly when we worked together, it was all true and a great experience working with you. Thanks, Nancy.
Well, thank you, Vin. We're going to talk a little bit later about how you are receiving our Activist Award this year. You're our honoree at our largest gala of the year, Denim and Diamonds for Autism in 2013. It's the 8th annual. You're going to be honored for your work supporting Act Today. But first, we want to talk about America's Funniest Home Videos. Who doesn't know that show, Vin?
Everyone, I hope.
Well, there are little pockets in the country that we're still working on.
Really? You got to be kidding me. Shannon?
Yeah, we don't have any reception for television, but that's another story.
Okay. Shannon, will you tell Vin about how important that show was with your son with autism?
You know, I had an opportunity to meet you last year on the red carpet and your lovely wife, and I gushed over him because, I mean, Shamar Moore was standing there, and I was gushing over you and your wife because the show has meant so much to us. On Sunday nights, my family for years now has sat down to watch America's Funniest Home Videos in times that were really dark where we needed a laugh. We laughed with our child, and I was saying to Nancy before, we used your show to teach humor to our son, which I think is one of the greatest gifts in life. So I owe you so much, and I want to thank you for the work that you've done and giving us all something to laugh at.
Well, thank you, Nancy, and Shannon, rather. It's something we take very seriously with the show. We take laughing seriously, but you know, it's not unusual that situations have arisen where we've gotten many letters in from people whose children have been affected by autism, and for some reason, when the show goes on, there is a real calming aspect to children watching the show. And we certainly never knew this was going to be the case, but we're certainly happy to hear events like this. And it just makes our work all the more wonderful to be doing.